My name is Virginie. I'm French. I live in a small town called Bourges. I do things from the heart. I get emotional pretty easily. I love too much. I feel too much. And I care too much. I never felt normal. And I always felt like no one understood me because music was the only thing that made me truly happy. I never really cared about anything else. I liked staying by myself. And I didn't like being around people. I was shy and everything bored me except for music. So I created my own little world. I'd spend a lot of time in my bedroom, writing and listening to music and watching interviews. I grew up listening to boy bands, Britney, Christina, Boyz II Men, Brian McKnight. I spent a lot of time watching music TV channels like MTV and Viva. I already love discovering new music every day, and the cool thing about these channels is that I got to discover new music before anyone else in France, because the UK and Germany were always ahead, so that was pretty exciting. I've always been attracted to the US. I guess it comes from the fact that I mostly grew up listening to American music. My dream was to go to LA and go to the hotel cafe to see my favorite indie artist I discovered on MySpace. And I achieved that dream, which is pretty unreal to me, to get to travel and meet artists I interviewed. I learned English by myself. I would listen to songs on my cassette player, and I would try to figure out the lyrics of each song. I'd write down each word, and if I didn't understand some words, I would replay the song over and over. I also learned a lot by listening to the Backstreet Boys. I started promoting artists online on MySpace at 17, and today I am still promoting artists on a daily basis. When I believe in people, I do whatever I can to support them because I know how it feels to not be supported. That's why I help people so much today. I didn't have anyone else who had the same passion as me, but I found my community online. Most of the people I work with are based in the US. Coming from a small town in France and getting to work with people from around the world, and specifically from the US, is something I'm very proud of. Mental health matters. I ignored my mental health for so long. I didn't know how to listen to my emotions. Stress and anxiety have been a part of my life since forever. I got diagnosed with Graves' disease in June, and ever since then, I've been learning a lot about my emotions, my hypersensitivity, my empathy, and my past traumas. The healing process never ends, but I'm doing my best to get better every day. I talk about mental health quite often because I want people to know that it is okay to feel whatever they're feeling. I was told it wasn't okay to feel depressed or anxious, so I promised myself to not let anyone feel like they're all alone. I get stressed very easily. I worry a lot and I think too much. But Graves' disease made me want to take care of myself. So I learned to listen to my body and I started to change how I live. I started doing yoga, breathing exercises, meditation. I changed my diet. I spend more time with my friends. I've been doing all these things every day since June, and things have been improving. Mental health matters. Taking care of my health is the best thing I've ever done for myself. It is not easy. It is really hard. I still struggle every day, but now that I have all these tools, life is a bit less difficult. So if you're listening to this, please don't give up on yourself. You are loved and you are not alone. I created my own music blog thread in 2019, and I created my company in 2021. Having my own business is scary, exciting, stressful, challenging, and difficult. But it is the thing I'm the proudest because I'm doing it all by myself. I am my own boss, and that's pretty cool. I started my first music blog in 2013, and it was called The Music Lift. A few years later, my music blog started to gain more attention, so I changed the name and the branding, and I think I've interviewed like 500 artists since the beginning. My number one goal is to tell stories. That's why I focus so much on interviews. I believe that every story matters, and it's by listening to someone's story that we realize how we're all the same. I think the hardest part right now is to get new clients. Sometimes I just sit all day trying to figure out my next moves. The other difficult part is the loneliness. All I do is work on my own behind my computer in my bedroom. It can get very lonely. I am still learning about everything, but figuring out what works and what doesn't is actually a very interesting process. The best part is meeting artists and getting to create an amazing and loving community. It is by far my favorite part. The second thing is the excitement I feel every time I discover a new artist or a new song, and when I get to work with new people. Choosing to work in the music industry was not easy when so many people around me said I couldn't do it. I chose to follow my heart, and I don't regret it. Lately, I learned to enjoy life more. I fell in love with nature, photography, cinematography, customizing my own stuff, skateboarding, even though I can barely skate. Opening myself up to new experiences made me much happier. It's not just all about music, it's about living and experiencing new things every day. I don't know where this will take me, but I'm just happy to get to do what I love every single day. Even if it's hard, especially when it's hard. Nothing is easy, but you have to try and fail again and try again until you succeed.